Comprehensible input is presenting meaningful information or content in a structured manner, making it easier to process and understand for language learners at various stages of proficiency. It's up to us as teachers to keep the level of the target language within the zone of proximal development. This means that input language must be understandable and contain vocabulary and grammar slightly beyond the learner's current level of language development. Students can understand this slightly challenging language due to other cues. Comprehensible input gives all learners access to the same content. It's not about changing the content, rather adapting delivery by using pictures or gestures that match new vocabulary.
Comprehensible input involves giving children language input that consists of new language along with the clues to what that new language means. Sometimes, for example, if I'm doing a French lesson, I might decide to teach a grammatical structure through a song, for example, reflexive verbs. And what I would do is I'd show children visuals of the structures, like je me lève, je me lave. I get up, I wash myself, so they see visuals of this, and then eventually we sing a song that becomes je me lève, je me lave, je me brosse les dents. But the visuals and the context and me asking them how you say the key vocabulary in their home languages helps their understanding.
Students can learn from the context of what is being discussed. So a student will learn the word for scissors as we model cutting paper. They'll also pick up vocabulary through social interaction in the target language. Output created by students via structured social interactions enforces basic vocabulary with repeated routines, thereby becoming comprehensible input for students. For example, if students speak in the target language about pencils, they can pick up from each other's cues and use of language. Can I borrow your eraser? As they point to the eraser. Routines such as morning meetings reinforce vocabulary and language development. Students use phrases and talk about their weekends using the same sentence starters. Routines and games can help contextualize vocabulary. We can use a variety of scaffolding tools and activities to increase language difficulty and complexity of topics. On day one, we might show pictures of the vocabulary and have students measure things with a ruler. On day two, we might model and solve word problems using inches and rulers. Day three might see our students create their own word problem that uses the same vocabulary. There are various strategies of teaching using comprehensible input. We can diversify our sources using word walls, labels, and multimedia. We can make relevant connections between the target language and the academic content. Pre-reading discussions activate prior knowledge. If a small group of students is reading about magnets, we can ask them what they know about magnets, show them pictures of vocabulary related to magnets, and give them ample opportunities to process the new vocabulary and concepts in the target language. Some teachers find success when they contextualize new concepts and vocabulary through prior knowledge. So if a kid loves soccer, she may choose to read a book about the World Cup during independent reading time.